Hello everybody and welcome to DTDcember, short for Doug the Dog 6ember. This is an idea that I've had for a while now that may sound a bit familiar if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged back in the day, because this is an idea that I've quite literally ripped off from its creators. See, up until a few years ago, TeamFourStar used to do their own series called DBcember where they would compile and count down a list of their top 12 or 24 things related to a Dragon Ball topic, be it movies, moments, fights, or whatever else they felt like counting down. Sadly, they announced in 2021 that that season of DBcember would be the last, but in the spirit of what those amazing human beings used to bring us throughout the most wonderful time of the year, I've decided to create my own version of it here on my own channel. And that's why, throughout these 25 days of Christmas, I will be counting down a list of my own. But of course, if I'm going to create my own list, I need to figure out what to list. So after the idea for DTDcember was born, I got to work at considering some options. What could I count down? Well, I'm pretty much a GTA YouTuber nowadays, so I guess it should be something GTA related. GTA video games? Nah, that's too broad of a topic and maybe a bit too controversial. And maybe a bit too obvious too. I could try talking about the best GTA 6 trailer 2 release date conspiracy theories. I suppose that could be fun. Or, you know what might make for a great topic? GTA's greatest villains. So that's when I got to work. I sat down, I looked at all the villains throughout Grand Theft Auto's history, considered what made them so great, and put together a list of my top 12 of them, which will be progressively unveiled every other day throughout the month until the greatest GTA villain of all time is crowned on Christmas Day. But of course, in order to come up with a list like this, I had to create some ground rules for who I consider to be a villain, as well as who is even eligible in this list to begin with. Starting off, and I'm sure I'll get some hate for this, I'm only counting villains from 3D or HD GTA games. That means no GTA's 1 or 2, no GTA Advance, and even no Chinatown Wars. The reason I'm putting this restriction in place is because I've played through every Grand Theft Auto besides these ones. And while I do plan on playing these ones as well one day, I don't want to rush my experience for the sake of the series. Plus, I feel like comparing 2D era GTA villains to 3D era GTA villains might be like comparing apples to oranges. So for those reasons, none of those games' villains will be included in my list since I literally cannot judge any of them. With those games disqualified, it's time to classify exactly which villains from the rest of the series are eligible for consideration. To keep things simple, I'll only be including main antagonists in this countdown, i.e. characters who remain one of or the primary opposing threat until the end or near the end of the story. So characters who are killed off early in the grand story, like Ryder in San Andreas, Ricardo Diaz in Vice City, or Vincenzo in Liberty City stories, they are not considered main villains and will therefore not be considered in this list. Additionally, in the games where there are multiple antagonistic parties that survive until the end of the game, all of those parties can be considered main villains, regardless of who the writers intend to be the true main antagonist. That's pretty much it as far as my rules go, so with that, let's get ready to kick off DTDcember with my top 12 villains of Grand Theft Auto. I'll be back on Tuesday with a full-fledged short video giving you number 12, and I encourage you all to let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with that entry. As a matter of fact, comment right now and let me know how excited you are for DTDcember, and feel free to tell me some of your own favorite GTA villains. And if you guys end up enjoying this series, maybe we'll make DTDcember a yearly thing. Other than that, that's all from me. I hope to see you guys in a couple of days, and I hope to keep seeing you all throughout the month. Have a blessed day, everybody. This is your boy Doug the Dog 6, and I am signing off.